Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Solo 4. Hey, Mike, where you at, Mike? Where you been? Hey, Starrise Son. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Lay every day. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? Okay, welcome, Jennifer. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Aunt Tomorrow. Did you all? Hey, Day Boy TV. Hey, Daniel. So y'all did get notifications, cause that was pretty fast. Well, trust me, honey. Hey, uniquely designed. Oh, you missed a treat. Uniquely designed. Mama eyes was wide open. Hey, veggie woman, how you doing? You got a notification? Huh, that's interesting. And it's just like once they realize that, I've gotten a note that you all have gotten notifications, they quickly just boom, just shut the live stream down. But it's technology. It's a way to control information. Because I sit here all night long trying to think of different keywords that I can use to get information on parallel universes. That's my new quest. Trying to get to the heart of how this shit working. Yeah, because we do have another us that exists, believe it or not. Let me hold up. I hate when it does that. There is another place similar to this place. And there are other places out there that are different than this place. And I got to thinking real hard last night. Hey, marijuana community. Hey, Emily, how you doing? I got to thinking very hard last night. Who decides where your soul goes? Whether it goes to this place, whether it goes to the other place, of the other dimensions, the other matrix systems. Who decides where your soul is gonna be? And I'm not talking about heaven or hell. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying I know for sure that this ain't the only place like Earth, you know, or whatever this is. I don't know. We don't really know what we living on. We don't know what we living on. What is this? We could all be pets in somebody's aquarium. I don't know. I said this a while back. We could all just be in a little cage and somebody's just like feeding us and playing with us, or we may just be some type of food for something. We don't know. And I don't think the people, the scientists, they don't know. They just make up some information and we believe it. I got my octopus earrings on, y'all. Got my octopus earrings on. I don't want to forget about the octopuses. Well, y'all know I'm very random, and as everybody know, I'm Spirit Tree Naima, known as the Mother Wisdom Tree. And I got a cool website. So when I get through with this video, you can check out my website in the description box. I need something more interactive, just not something just selling goods and services, but a stick is in my shoe. Hang on, y'all. Ugh. But something some not just to sell products, but a place for us to come together. Other than just this place, another place. You can definitely email me there. So it's not all about, oh, I got to go there and buy something. Just look at it and maybe just want to email me from that place. Because a lot of people say, what is your email address? And you have to go looking all over the place for the email address and stuff like that. But you can go to the description box. The email address going to be there. And if you don't feel like typing in the email address, go to my website and you can email me there. I was able to help somebody last night who was in the chat room. It was somebody in the chat room said that they were tired all day, and then can't sleep at night. I was able to give them a remedy for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a place where we can talk. I do ask that if you're gonna email me, kind of keep it short and sweet. unless you just really need a unless you really need a consult where you just want to sit down and just talk to me about it, and I offer you some suggestions. Um, you definitely can come there like that if you want to. I got my head wrapped up. Look, check this out. So I want to talk to y'all about what happened last night because it was crazy. Hey, got it, Light 89. Hey, Layama Jones. Okay, hey, Natalie's Nails Designs. Hey, Queen Alexis. How you doing? So, hey, King Dog. Y'all, y'all be missing these seances. I know y'all missing because sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm not. It's no consistency. But I do ask that y'all always, if you don't mind, if you want the content, come out and check and see if I've done anything. If I've done anything, okay? Come out and look for me. Real late today, between the hours of 1 to 3 p.m. Central Time. And see if I got some videos going. I want to be a little bit more consistent. I had to really do some fussing to get YouTube to get my money straight. So they finally put the money in there. And I'm like, because I did a video a few days ago talking about the, super chat money wasn't going in there, and views and stuff like that. We're not getting any kind of money for it. And I'm like, something is not right. And when I said that, they straightened it out. I mean, they need to be right now. Be right now, YouTube. I don't I don't think the people over the money watching me now. But I guess something happened because it finally went in there. What I was gonna say, so we need to talk, we need to talk. Y'all, it is something very powerful about the hours of, so I like how somebody had it 11 to 3. 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. Hello. It is something powerful about it. The spirits in the woods. Bees are listening. Hello. I got bit, y'all, behind my arm. Ooh, gosh, I should have sprayed myself with some putter or something. Or somebody my swamp repellent. It's something powerful. It's something powerful. Are y'all ready for it? Are y'all witches really ready for it? What is that hanging from my head? I knew I seen some. What is this, y'all? Oh, a thread. Let me know. Uh, last night I heard ghosts moaning. I heard the ghost moaning. It started at 11:30 p.m. And so I said, well, let me do a video because hearing it just made me feel some kind of a way. Sometimes I feel like, well, let me put this on camera so people can hear it. And then it's soothing to know that I ain't in it by myself. Okay? So I had my face powdered up. And I'm telling you, the spirits respond to that. Now I see why they do it. If you powder your face, them spirits see it. It goes back to, when these Haitians are having these voodoo ceremonies and these West Africans or these, because I'm not sure in Santeria Apollo if they powder their face up or not. I'm not sure. I don't want to say they do and they don't. But some people are familiar with it and some people ain't. I don't know. And they need fuck. I don't know if they powder their face, but I know the Haitians will do it when they're calling on like Gede or Baron. But they know. You know what I'm saying? These lower and Orisha, they know when you putting that on. So I put that on my face and I got Gede because I just felt compelled by the spirit to do it. Okay? Meanwhile, like I said, when the Haitians are having the voodoo ceremonies and the other spirit religions are having spirit, I don't want to say spirit religions, but spirit practices have their particular ceremonies, they have a tendency to paint the face white or what have you, or put the paint on their face. The spirit recognizes it. And it depends on when you do it. Like if you do it in the daytime, you may not get no activity. But if you do that at nighttime, during the witching hour, they coming. They coming. So I had get it out. And another thing, if you go to pouring liquor or drinking liquor, see, that's why I know entities own the clubs. Because late at night, the spirits, people are drinking the spirits, welcoming the spirits into the club. And now you got people who are drinking the spirits who now have taken on the possession of different energies of different what? Deities. Or different, I don't want to just say entities or deities, but spirits. So it's a variety of things. And then you wonder why folks is drunk and out of their head. Some spirit has possession of them. That's why they say the devil is out late at night. When you start going into these clubs and stuff, the devil be out. So, anyways, so depending on how you got yourself set up, like you got the facial paint on, you're drinking liquor, you are smoking a cigar, you are inviting in the spirits. I remember I did that with somebody before. One of my people came over, one of my clients came over, and we all had a cigar. And it was around 12 o'clock, midnight, witching hour. All the lights went out. Lights just went completely out. We had some rum, we had a cigar, and I put an incense over on the altar, on Oya's altar. All the lights went out. They recognize those, you understand, that are on their frequency. Now, other people can do it that's not on the frequency. They probably won't have no problem. But others that have acknowledged that they are in the spirit and they are about the spirit and the lifestyle, you better be ready for it. Hello? You better be ready for it. And see, like I said, during these ceremonies, they actually call these spirits in to them to allow these spirits to have the life, the physical life. You understand? Like I can call a spirit into me and let them have the life within me for a day or two. You know, it could be longer than that. It just depends on whether or not you've invited a benevolent spirit in or a malevolent spirit. A lot of people probably wonder, why would you want to call a spirit in? Because you're doing the spirit a favor. You understand? Because see, one day we won't be in our physical bodies, and we may long to have a cigar. We may long to have a drink of Patron. Hello? Does that make sense? And then somebody will allow you to share their body and have some. And that's like having a relationship with a chosen spirit, or for a god or a goddess or a deity or a loa or an orisha that has chosen you. That's the way it goes. You don't choose them, they choose you. So, if that all makes sense, how I put it together, I had Gede, and I was right here on YouTube, and I gave Gede a drink of Bacardi on film, and I gave him a cigar. I let him smoke it. And then I had me a drink, did a libation, had a cigar, had my face painted, and God damn it, it was all over my house. We was just talking about, to pour something is to open up what? A portal. And it was so bad because everybody said they saw Gede's facial expressions changing back and forth. He started smiling and he started winking and doing all kind of stuff. And I was like, y'all right, he is doing some stuff. And then the camera was bouncing back and forth. And I said that was just Gede's way of communicating with you all. And we was talking about the fact that, the ghost was out moaning and all of that. Let me go over here. And we was talking about that. And I was sitting up in the house. And I got ready to talk about pour. Pour. Pour is like portal. Pour. Pouring oil. Pour. You're opening up a portal when you pour. Because somebody was saying, Mama, what do you think about giving period blood back into the earth? And then I went on to say, well, you are opening up a portal when you take a piss. When a woman is menstruating and she squats or sit on the stool, however you want to have it, and allow the blood flow out, that's opening up a portal. Even vomiting is opening up a portal. Anything, you see what I'm saying? Pouring a drink is opening up a portal. And we said pour, tall, pour, tall. So, so and I was going to go into depth with like what actually happens when you are pour tolling. And that's when the lights went out. Not the lights went out, the alarm system went off. It just went off. And so that kind of scared me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Because I was hearing a lot of activity, walking under the house, which there's nothing under there. It sounded like somebody was walking under the house. It sounded like somebody was walking all over, just inside and on top of the house. It was a lot of activity. It sounded like somebody was opening up doors. It was just too much. It was too much. So when the system went off, it went off as if though it was set to detect motion, and it was not. And it went off. And when it went off, it had me under the impression that somebody was breaking inside the house. But it was spirits. It was spirits. Came in right at the time, and I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, so that's why there are designated areas for you to. There are different in every portion of your house. You got portals and don't even know it. The bathroom is a entrance or an exit portal. The kitchen is an entrance and exit portal. Your bedroom, and each one of them have entities that have a shop set up in them places. Like when, let's talk about the sewer system. The sewer systems are owned by the city. You may have a septic tank, and the septic tank, you know what I'm saying, is not necessarily owned by the city, but the actual waste products that will be eventually taken up by a septic company. They may come in and just say, okay, you pay them $500, they come and get your waste and stuff, and $500 ain't nothing no more, y'all. That ain't even no money. They'll come and get you, like long time ago, somebody said, hey, it's gonna cost you $500 for a stick your waste up. I'd be like, oh, good grief, that's a lot of money, but that ain't shit now. $500 ain't no money. $500 is just like $50 was back in the day, man. So anyways, but that waste is going to go to a facility, isn't it? So you have to, now this is just the way I see it. You don't have to believe me, but I spend my time sitting down trying to piece things together and things through. I'm a critical thinker. And I do believe that everything is all about spirit. Everything is about spirit to me. This is spirit. You know what I'm saying? All of it is spirit. So now they have your excrements. Your excrements are you. So now you have a portion of yourself that is given to a particular supernatural force of some kind. They have a portion of you. Okay? So now you have opened the portal, allowed your waste to go in a place that's going to carry out some motherfucking rituals and shit. That's how I see life. So the young lady was asking about the period blood and was wondering about things. Now I said all of this to say this. I would rather give my excrements and essence, you know what I'm saying, who I am to the earth before I give it to the facility. Hello? The earth is supposed to receive your essence, not these facilities. Why are people sick? Why do people have colon cancer? Why do they have uterine cancers and all of this different stuff? Because your excrements are being treated with chemicals. I never will forget. Eva's a very smart spiritual person. Like I was telling y'all, in Hoodoo, a lot of folks think Hoodoo is about intellect. A lot of people think that Hoodoo is about fashion, beauty. It's about all of these artificial things. But that's not Hoodoo. Hoodoo is survival. Hoodoo is survival. It has nothing to do. Do you think the people who developed that system was interested in how beautiful they look? Do you think, oh, yeah, we're going to come up with Hoodoo so we can be so pretty and people can just love us and say, oh, how beautiful you are. Oh, I love your lashes and your beautiful long hair. It is just stunning. And girl, that skirt and that shirt you got on, they weren't interested in that. These people was trying to survive. They didn't sometimes know where their next meal was going to come from. Some of them didn't even have shoes to wear on their feet. Hello. They didn't have a roof to go over their head. So they didn't have no interest in y'all stuff. As far as all this crazy stuff that you looking in these magazines and social media and shit like that. They didn't care about that. That's Hoodoo for you. Hoodoo is a lifestyle. It's nothing that you come to me, Mama, I need you to do this, that, and that. And the other comes in trouble with this, that, and the other. And then you throw it down. You put it down. I don't need it anymore. That's not Hoodoo. Hoodoo is a commitment. You don't pick the spirit up, use it. And then when you finish with it and everything, you move on with your life. And then when it go wrong, you calling me. It don't work like that. This is my life. In my little rip-off report, they said this lady was very much into voodoo, but she got it wrong. I'm very much a spiritual person. I don't choose voodoo. I don't choose just necessarily hoodoo. I don't choose necessarily witchcraft or Ifa. Whatever this is, whatever this force is that is within me, is me. It ain't got no name for it. Does that make sense? I'm finna make a point. So what I'm trying to say is this here. I never will forget what Ethel said. Ethel said they'll come and shit on the side of her house. See, I go around there and everything. Somebody been on shit of these long ass turds and stuff. She said they trying to be sexual towards her. She took it as a way of them to try to be sexual, intimate with her, and pee on the side of her wall. And she said, what I do when they do that, I mix up me some bleach. And I mix up some bleach and some pine soil. And I get me I put it in a bottle and I just spray it on the side of my house. And she said, I'll put some bleach or some sulfur on their shit. She said, what that does is make them sick. For a minute there, I had to try to understand, and then it started making sense to me. That's okay. That was her way of punishing them. And she said, next thing you know, they'll be calling, talking about they had the shits, their stomach was hurt, and all of that. People don't realize you can heal your kidneys, you can heal your intestine by how you treat your essence, your excrements. We just don't take the time out and do it. Wouldn't be no colon cancers and no kidney issues and all of that stuff like that if we took our urine and used our urine to what? And diluted it and fertilized trees and plants, or just give it back to the earth. But think about it. If they take it to the treatment plant and they put all the chemicals on it, it's destroying your kidneys, it's destroying your womb, and it's destroying your intestine. I don't care if you do have a septic tank. And for a minute there, I was giving my excrements to the earth. And then I stopped, then I start, then I stop. But honestly, we're supposed to always give back to the earth the gift of our excrement. Don't tell me that's nasty. How you think your forefathers did it and your foremothers did it? They all went and shit it in the outhouse and dropped it in the hole. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have vegetation. The birds eat the seeds and then shit the seeds right on the ground so they can grow again. You're supposed to eat and eat the seeds, because when the bird eats, the bird take the seeds with it too, don't it? Most of your nutrients are in the seeds of the food. Seeds are information. Seeds are information. It has different genetic, biological material in it for your body, for the substance of your physical body. And when you eat the seed, you're supposed to shit the seed right back on the ground and grow something new. So that's how come folks sick around here. So I said all of this to say this here to the young lady. It is okay to give your period blood back to the earth. That's the gift from you back to the earth. Now, I don't know why I went in that long tangent about this and everything, but honey, last night it was hype up in here. And and when I tried to watch the video again, something else spooky showed up. I was like, oh Lord, let me cut this off. I don't even want to see that video no more. I tried to watch the video again, and something paranormal happened in the house. So if y'all want to visit me, hopefully I'll be out tomorrow. In order for me to make some YouTube money, I got to work like a field hand. They got me working like a field hand, y'all. Let me get out from right here. It's too noisy. My grass looks bad because we got that storm. It rained like a tropical storm. It rained for like 4 or 5 days, and it made the grass grow up real high. But child, honey, I saw somebody. You was showing your garden in the backyard. They had all your pots, and you was that wonderful effort you put forth trying to grow your food and stuff. I thought that was beautiful. And you was discussing how eventually we will probably be in a famine, and your efforts to convince people to try to grow food, it was important to you, and I'm glad that you on that path. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not trying to brag, but I thought I was a master gardener. You can't grow nothing no more. You can't grow nothing no more. Depending on where you at. I was telling y'all, if you are not in an area designated for farmers, and they're gonna get real tight as to who can be in these areas and who ain't gonna be in the area, you ain't growing nothing. Those areas are backed by the government, and they're not gonna let the general population live in them places. It may be a few people left over, sorry about that are living in these places, but they are not taking any newbies. Trust me, I know. If you're living in a subdivision that is heavily populated, Whatever type of nourishing water needed to grow fruits and vegetables, you ain't getting it. And to make sure you ain't growing nothing, they have introduced lab squirrels. Lab squirrels are gray. They're not brown. They're not the cute little brown squirrels with the little white tails. Those are natural squirrels. Gray rats, gray squirrels are hybrids created in a laboratory, and they are in. Most of them are infected. Most of them can be infected. Some of these rats can be infected by different diseases that are created in the lab, like Huntington's disease and shit. Okay, look that shit up, man. I'm not making it up. You know what I'm saying? They do introduce these little fruit bats into the population that they have inoculated with rabies. Every now and then there's an outbreak of rabies. Boom, 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 boom. You got a rabies outbreak. They put them in the population. Facts. And I know what y'all saying. You got to prove a lot of this stuff you're talking about. Look, let me tell you something. I don't really necessarily have to prove anything because I'm an oracle. I'm just telling you what the Spirit is showing. The Spirit is showing you none of this shit is by accident. These laboratory diseases that wasn't here the beginning of time showed up because some mad scientist made it. Okay? So they put these squirrels in the populations, and cockroaches carry TVs. All by design. They can infect these cockroaches with tuberculosis, and then you got a tuberculosis outbreak. They injected them with the Black Plague. Then the Black Plague was everywhere. They inject these things with plagues, then they release the motherfuckers in the population. They crawl up in your goddamn house, and now you got TBs. Look it up. The cockroach is known to carry so many infestations. I had stepped on one up there in Birmingham, and it had like green antifreeze inside of it. I wonder why. Some of them you can step on them. They got yellow stuff in them and stuff like that. Your government, okay? They know what they're doing. So we appreciate your efforts to show us your wonderful, beautiful garden. But I didn't see any fruit on it. I didn't see no vegetables, no fruits, no nothing. And you know why? Because they have stopped you from having the ability to be able to grow and fruit vegetables. It's real. The sun, this radiation coming from the sun is not going to allow you to grow anything. Your leaves were brown and burnt. One man had to actually put like a drape, an umbrella over his stuff in order to get his stuff not to burn up, but he still had no fruit. It's a wrap. Now there's somebody you might be watching right now. You showed me where you was planting some things over in Hawaii and stuff like that, and they were looking beautiful. And so if you're in those for tropical, like rainforest type cities or states or something like that, you may be able to grow something. But honey, you living in these subdivisions, you ain't finna get nothing. Okay? So they done, all of a sudden, I've been here almost 5 years, and all of a sudden, I got cockroaches all over the place. Squirrels, the gray ones, not the brown ones. I like the cute brown ones. Squirrels everywhere. And cobwebs all in the pecan tree. Some type of worm. Don't buy that Note 8. I'm glad they don't make them no more. This is the worst Samsung I ever had in my life. I'm going with an iPhone next time. I'm not going with Samsung. A lot of people are saying like iPhone ain't all that great, but I want to try something different because sometimes this camera will actually do some crazy stuff like get blurred out and all of that. My other phone had beautiful picture quality. The iPhone Not the iPhone, but the Samsung 6 or something, or 4 or something like that. It was a better phone. So if you had a good one then, why you ain't got the even better now? All by design. They don't care for you to have a real good phone because they want to keep you buying them. You see what I'm saying? Trying to see if he done weedy eat it over here because it's important that this little area get weedy eat it over here. Oh gosh. Hunty. The bugs done ate all of the leaves off the rose bush. Everything hungry. Everything wants something to eat. Let me go over here and sit down, y'all. Why somebody just gonna put wood right there in the walkway? Hey. Okay, so y'all, what y'all talking about? Let's see. I've been running my mouth, and we had a lot of trolls trolling up in the place last night. We had some trolling going on. They had the trolls had to. That's Marcelo. I'm gonna have to call him back. The trolls were really taking a stroll on this channel, and I'm like, this time of night, you thinking about me? Wow, I feel very special. Oh, he gonna keep on calling back, so I'm gonna have to end this live stream and call everybody back and get back with y'all. Natalie's design, so they troll her channel too. Yeah, like I said, he gonna keep calling back to back to back. He don't get it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Can y'all please? Hey, Lips and Froze. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Arthur. Hey, late everybody. Okay, we talked one time, didn't we? Hey, Urban Sage. Okay, so if I missed you out, hey, Quinita, I'm gonna try to get back with you. Okay. Hey, got it, light. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Chris. Thank you for moderating. Yeah, he gonna just keep on calling. This the man gonna do some. He got to do some work on the house. He's not gonna stop. Hey, Vanessa. Let me ask you something. Can y'all meet me tomorrow night? Tonight on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel between 12 and 2 or 3 in the morning? Cause I'm gonna be on there to do a seance tonight. Can y'all do that? If so, I'll be there tonight. Because we can't wait on notifications because you may get one, you may not. Everything's just really random, okay? So, we'll get back started tonight, okay? Okie dokie. If you haven't already, hey, A-Ribs, how you doing? If you haven't already, could you please rate and subscribe, okay? Hey, Shelly. Hey, Quiet Storm. Hey, Tank. Everybody here today. Hey, Right Catch. It looks like everybody here. Y'all, I got to get off here. He going to keep calling me back to back. Hey, okay. Hey, Trinity Supreme. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Am I missing anybody? Say, I missed you. Hey, Sunflower Goddess. How you doing? Hey, Kendrick. Where you been? Hey, Kendrick. I was telling everybody I want y'all to meet me tonight on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel between 11 p.m. to 2 to 3 a.m. Central Time, okay? Let's get spooked, okay? Let's get spooky. Okay, now, bye-bye.